All right, we're looking at question 22 of JAMB Math 2014 exam, and we're given the following expression, and we're asked to find y. So we're dealing with matrices here, and when you're given two matrices side by side like this, you're basically being asked to multiply them. And so, and the way to do this is to say that the value from here, let's call this matrix A, should be multiplied by the value from B, and the result should be set to be equal to the value in C. So how exactly do you do that? Well, you're going to take the values in the first row. Well, you're going to take the values in the first row and then multiply them by the values in the first column of the second matrix. And the result is going to go in the first row of the answer. Similarly, you're going to take the second row from the first matrix and you're going to multiply it by the first column of the second matrix, and that value is going to go here. So what does that look like? If we multiply 5 minus 6 times x and y, we get 5x minus 6y for the first value. The second value, we get 2x minus 7y. And we're being told that those values are equal to this matrix 7 and minus 11. So we can now write this result in the following way. 5x minus 6y is equal to 7, and 2x minus 7y is equal to minus 11. So at this point, all we have is a simultaneous equations. You have two equations and two variables, and so you should be able to solve them. All right, since we know that 5x minus 6y is equal to 7, then we can add 6y to both sides of the equation, and that produces 5x is equal to 6y plus 7. And now we can divide both sides by 5 in order to get the value for x. When we cross everything out, we're left with x is equal to 6y plus 7 over 5. So now we know what one of the two values is. Let me circle it so we can have it for later. So we figured out what x is by simplifying the first equation. So now we have to take the x we calculated from the first equation and plug it into the second equation. And so that would look something like this. 2, now instead of saying x, you're going to say 6y plus 7 divided by 5 minus 7y is equal to minus 11. So at this point, you should only have this equation in terms of y. And all we have to do is some arithmetic to simplify it. So I'm going to multiply the 2 across everything, and I'm going to get 12y plus 14 divided by 5 minus 7y is equal to minus 11. So by multiplying everything by 5, we get 12y plus 14 minus 35y is equal to minus 55. Combining like terms, we have minus 23y plus 14 is equal to minus 55. And so we're going to combine, and so we're going to subtract 14 from both sides, And the result is minus 23y is equal to minus 69. We're going to now divide both sides by 23. We're going to now divide both sides by minus 23. And we can see that these cross out, and this results in the value of 3. So now we know that y is equal to 3. So now that we know that y is equal to 3, we're technically done because this question only asked us to find y. But in other questions, you may be asked to also find the value of x. And so what you would do is you would take this constant value of y and plug it into any of the existing equations that you were given initially. So I've gone ahead and done that, and the result I got was x is equal to 5. So you can look at the work I've done here and see if it makes sense to you.